Hey y'all, and welcome to Politibrawl. My name is Brian, and Elise Stefanik turns up the heat on FBI Director Wray, and he does not like being caught between a rock and a hard place.
Can you commit to sending a witness before the next Judiciary Committee subcommittee hearing on March 28th?
We're happy to work with you on making sure we
Can
make
you commit
information
to
available.
provide a witness?
We will, of course, make people available to the committee.
But you didn't make people available today. This is the base minimum. The agencies need to provide witnesses. Can I get a commitment? Yes, you will provide a witness.
We will work with you to make people available.
That's not a yes. So for the American people, you are having the FBI director refuse to provide a witness. Just say yes.
I'm not refusing to provide a witness. I want to be clear on that. I said we will work with you to make somebody available.
So, great. So someone will be made available.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. That's all I wanted, a yes. Moving forward, do you believe the Hunter Biden laptop story is disinformation?
Well, I want to be careful about, there is an ongoing investigation that is relevant to that, so I have to be careful of what I can share on that here.
Do you believe the Hunter Biden laptop story is disinformation?
I don't think there's anything I can share on that in open setting.
Were you aware that the FBI personnel were in contact with Twitter regarding the Hunter Biden laptop story?
I don't believe FBI personnel were in contact with Twitter about the Hunter laptop story specifically. I think there were people in contact with Twitter about Russian disinformation efforts.
Of which the Hunter Biden laptop story was included, according to the FBI.
Well, I don't know exactly what you're looking at, but I'm happy to talk about what it is the FBI does and does not do with respect to social media companies.
Were you aware that the FBI had Hunter Biden's laptop since December of 2019?
I can't speak to exactly when we had a laptop available. There is, as you know, there is an ongoing investigation run by the U.S. Attorney out of Delaware from the prior administration that we continue to work very closely with.
And we have an ongoing investigation as well.
And our Baltimore field office is working very hard with that U.S. Attorney, and I expect them to pursue that case as far as it takes.
This stonewalling, Director Wray, the American people deserve answers, and this is unacceptable. Lastly, did you sign off on the Mar-a-Lago raid?
Well, first off, it was not a raid. It was an execution of a search warrant.
Did you sign off on the execution of the search warrant?
May I finish? Second, I don't sign off on individual search warrants in that case or in any other.
Did Attorney General Merrick Garland sign off to your awareness?
I can't speak to the Attorney General.
Was there dissent at senior levels of the FBI about the conducting of the search warrant?
I can't speak to internal discussions among the FBI or among the FBI and the Department of Justice.
Even though it's been reported in the Washington Post?
There are lots of things reported in the media.
I know, leaked from your agency. Leaked from your agency, frequently it's reported in the Washington Post.
It may or may not be accurate.
It may or may not be accurate. With that, I yield back.
So that's where she was going with this. The whole point of Elise Stefanik's line of thinking is to get you to understand how deep does this rabbit hole go. It goes all the way to Merrick Garland, basically the attack dog of the Biden administration. I mean, this guy, there's a reason that the Senate did not give their consent to this pick. And the pick made by Obama, it turns out, was even worse than we thought. We knew Merrick Garland was going to be shifty. No one, I think, had in mind just how weaponized this man would be. So, Merrick Garland basically used the FBI to do Joe Biden's dirty work in going after Donald Trump during the Mar-a-Lago raid. And yes, that was a raid. It wasn't a search and seizure kind of deal. No, this was something targeted. They were looking for something else. They were looking for extra evidence. And so, now we know how deep it goes. Now we know how deep this problem is. Hey y'all, this is a shout out to my friends over at Colonial Metals Group, where CEO Paul Stone and his expert associates fully understand the gravity of our current situation and want to protect your wealth backed by gold, silver, and other precious metals. Folks, we are in an era of record inflation. We have a Congress that won't stop spending and a president who doesn't even know what planet he's on. That's how bad the situation is, and that's why I'm partnering with Colonial Metals Group. And if you have a first-time account with these fine upstanding people, you will receive up to $7,500 worth of silver, a nice old safe to keep all the good stuff in. You will get Roth IRA accounts for free backed by gold and silver, and insurance and warranty on these items for 5 years, all for free. So Call the number below or check out the link in the description and let CEO Paul Stone and his expert team help you now, because your wealth might evaporate before your very eyes. Protect your wealth, protect your family, protect your future with Colonial Metals Group today. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming. And now, here's the problem with Director Wray. Donald Trump appointed Director Wray. And the direction that he has gone has been incredibly disheartening. Because there seems to be a trend going on where arch conservatives who capture people's hearts and minds become a part of the swamp, so to speak. They rarely ever stay the populists that they are. Dan Crenshaw is kind of an example there. I met him in 2018, thought he was amazing, and he's kind of turned into the new John McCain in a way. And so, what you notice is that the swamp basically absorbs you. And that's for one of two reasons. Either one, you get paid to turn, or two, there's something else even deeper going on. And that's a much longer conversation. So let's start off with Wray. Wray was appointed by Donald Trump. So you'd think he'd be in Donald Trump's camp, correct? Well, now we run into that terrible theory once again. If that's Donald Trump's guy, and that's the person who he's appointed, why does he seem so shady? Why does he seem like he can't answer a question? Why is it that he seems like he's carrying so much water for a certain political class? It either means that he's captured, or it means that he's trying to do something else entirely. He has a completely different goal in mind. This is what I think is happening. What I know for sure, all started to boil up during the Clinton Trump election in 2016, when a whole bunch of FBI agents were fed up with how they weren't treating Hillary Clinton with the scrutiny she deserves. A lot of them did not want her to become president. And so finally, the internal infighting got so bad that Bill Clinton basically had a secret meeting with the number 2 FBI head, with the number 2 FBI agent, and basically I think struck a deal. And that's the side that ended up winning the deep state war. And if you want to learn more about that, go follow Cyber Mike Benz. He will give you a much better in-depth analysis on this that I can barely give you at the surface level. However, now change the game after about 4 years, move the clock along, and you'll notice what side has won. It was basically the Clinton side. The Clinton side of the FBI, the CIA, basically won out. And they haven't pushed the other people out. The other people realize that they've lost, and being fair and honest isn't working anymore until the whistleblowers started coming forth during the Biden administration. After his election, they noticed something was wrong. They noticed that the FBI was directly working with Silicon Valley to suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story. Why is the Hunter laptop story so damning? Well, there's direct evidence on there that links the accounts that he used to money launder. And currently, we're on trial right now for Hunter Biden lying about drug charges in order to get a gun. Amazing how this ends up happening. And so, that's why the CIA and FBI is carrying so much water. And the whistleblowers that told the world that yes, this indeed happens were card-carrying Democrats. And they felt that it was their duty to come forward and tell the truth. So once again, the CIA and FBI are at odds, and Wray is over here trying to figure out what to do. He has to hold his organization together. He knows that if he's kicked out and he's replaced by someone perhaps worse, things are going to devolve. And so I think that Wray's biggest problem is he's sort of standing at the door holding everything back because there's something worse lurking behind it. And he can't tell you what it is. He can't blink and say something's wrong. He has to toe the line. So I feel bad for him. I do not feel bad, however, for Merrick Garland. And that's exactly what Elise Stefanik is trying to do in this video. She is trying to figure out where the actual problem is. I don't think it's Wray. It's Garland. Or perhaps something worse. Whoever is telling Garland what to do. Which would probably be Jill and the team behind Joe Biden. But that's just my theory. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Brian. Thank you for watching this video on Politibrawl. Catch you on the next one. Until then, y'all have a good one.